Now this video is really a nostalgic trip back to Pocono Raceway, the day, or one of the days I should say, that we had assembled the A-team. We had a lot of the people there that no longer participate in the A-team. We had a great track day, and Joe Roselli provided some great food, and we just had the day to remember. Now looking back, this is just one of the really good track days that we had over the years, over many years in fact, and I want to thank Luciano for always the use of his truck and trailer and the help he's been during the time we did track days together. And I got to ride a lot of his bikes. He of course got to ride mine. We did mostly promotion, I think one absolute track day or two, mostly promotion. Anybody that's never been to a track day, you can rent these leathers. If you don't happen to have leathers. Now this was a unique day because Chris, we were riding with Chris for several years, and she expressed interest in wanting to do a track day. We finally got her out there with her motorcycle, and I got her a ride in this friend of ours, Bernie, who had his 900 horsepower Camaro out there. He gave her a nice ride, got her excited about doing more track days. She went on to do several track days. In fact, I know she did some when Luciano and I were not there. And because I got to fix her motorcycle when she went off the track. Chris, we remember it. Anyway, we did get to make some new friends that day. The BUELL dealer was letting people test ride what at that point was the latest model BUELL. It was pretty cool. And some of these photos were a little faded, some are not too bad. I want to thank Chris ahead of time. She took a lot of the pictures here. And what was happening, whoever was just near the camera just ran over and picked up the camera and go shoot some pictures. There's a lot of them. Maybe there's even some that are duplicated here, but you can see how young and handsome we all were there. And the new friends we made, we stayed in touch with them, and actually some of the people we did see at other track days. So it was pretty cool, including Bernie, the guy that owns the Camaro. And he gave Chris the ride of her life. Here's Joe Roselli's daughter, Veronica, and her boyfriend at the time. And there's the meanest car on track today.
Yes.
Lauren, you could be riding in this very cool Camaro, but of course, Lauren, you have to work.
Sorry.
Those of us on welfare, we don't have to worry about it. Oh my God. Chris, in your wildest dream, did you ever think you'd be here today?
No.
It took me 4 years to get you out here. I hope you appreciate this. Oh my God. He may let you drive. I don't think so. I want to see, I'm going to be right here. I want to see the look on your face when you're done with this. And then just picture doing this on a motorcycle. I want to tell a quick story. Bernie was we got a minute here. Bernie 2 years ago was going to take me for a ride in this car. I went out and videotaped one of his sessions. He was the fastest car by far of the car group, and then he blew the clutch, so I never got my ride. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I bet Tom likes that sound. Woo! Listen to this, oh my God. Lauren, we wish you were here. Now, after a great session with her as the passenger in Bernie's Camaro, and I'm sure she really was excited about this, she got on her own R6 and went out and did some track day laps, so congratulations. Bernie, thank you very much. All right, Chris, we're all here to tell you to get out of the car. Oh, she did it. Oh, Lauren is going to be so jealous. Oh, I don't even want to be there.
Yeah.
How you doing, girl?
That was very intense.
That Bernie's one cool dude, right? I knew it. I knew it.
That was what?
Chris, tell me the truth. You'll remember
My
that the rest
head.
of your life, right?
Yeah, my.
When you see it on TV, you watch NASCAR, it ain't the same, right?
Wow, that was.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. I couldn't even see how fast we were going.
Maybe you better if
I
you
was
don't
just
know.
watching.
It was over 55. Very cool. Very cool. That Bernie is okay. I don't care what Chris says about him. Give him a hug, Chris. Come on, give him a hug. So after doing a 20-minute session in the fastest car on track, Chris got on our R6 and went out and smoked the tires. And Chris, I am so proud of you. Chris and I rode together for many, many years, and it was hard to get her to go. She eventually went. Now, what I loved about the old track days that we did as the A team, and some of the ones I did with just Luciano, but the primary thing was we had a great time. We made some really interesting friends. Now, Najat used to join us, and he had a paid mechanic come and work on his bike. Needless to say, I had Luciano and he had me. And we got to ride in some really good conditions on the track that work on our riding skills. And when you look around, some of the people here were very devoted and very intense about this. I think Luciano, it's safe to say, is and myself, we were casual about it. Here I'm hunting him down, but Luciano, of course, is the better of the two riders, and so he would always be, after a lap or two, he'd be way to hell in front of me. So, but anyway, we did have so much fun, and it's hard to get across to people that don't do track days just how much fun it is to do a track day. It just couldn't be more fun. And if you can do one with your friends, now Glenn was out on a track this day. Bob Nivola, the late Bob Nivola, joined us, but he did not go out on the track. Joe Roselli was there, and Joe provided us with, oh my God, the best of food. Joe, thank you so much. And Jose came out that day, and here we got the old FZR here, all taped up for a track day. And Luciano had the first Ducati, and this is a Ducati he bought from Joe Roselli. And so this was the beginning of his interest in Ducatis for track days. And Glenn got to ride Luciano's 748. I think this started him down the road to wanting to have some Ducatis in his collection. And doesn't everybody want to have some Ducatis in their collection? And I think even Veronica and her boyfriend had a great time that day. I look back at this day, and Chris, I know this changed her life. She went on to do track days that I was not even there, and she just had the time of her life. And of course, the friends you make at these track days and the friends you share a track day with just couldn't be better. And you're looking at Joe's food here. Holy moly, we ate well. Let's just leave it. Thank you, Joe. And I got to ride Luciano's Suzuki. That was a nice bike. That was a great track bike. And I know he got to ride my FZR, which, well, what can I say? It's an FZR. It's fun to ride. And we all got to ride the pit bike. We all got to share some pit bike time and some good memories. And I think sometimes the pit bike is some of the great memories of the day. And we really did have a great day. Everybody was taking pictures. Some of these are real nice and clear. Some of them have, other people have taken them and shared them with me. And loading up the bikes at the end of the day, it's always a sad time when you have to say goodbye to a day like this. Jose didn't get to ride on the track this day, but he could have. I know he could have. They usually let you ride for free at lunchtime if you come out and have leathers. Anyway, looking back, these were the kind of memories that they last a lifetime. And the A team, of course, has long since, many people have gone their separate ways. But during the time, This was like we had a period of about 5 years. We had the very best of times together. This was from another track day. I think, yeah, this was Pocono. Here's the late Bob Navola on the right. And Najat had a professional mechanic working on his bike today. And of course, I had Luciano. I always think that's pretty funny. Anyway, Najat has become a lifelong friend and actually donated the GoPro cameras that I use to shoot the videos. Very cool. Thank you, Najat. Now, whenever I share old photos from my collection, and I really think I have over 1 million photos on my computer. I have extra memory because I have so many photos. I always think, you can't put this in a bottle. There's only one way. You have to go to a track day. You have to bond up with some friends. Go out and do your thing out on the racetrack and do it safely and have a lot of fun, because those memories that you make at the track day, those memories, I'm not sure why. They seem to last a lifetime. They don't seem to fade in time like the days you spend in a grocery store. And Chris and I have been friends for many, many years now. I originally met Chris many years ago in the New Jersey Sport Bike Club. We spent a lot of time together riding and going on these 50 bike rides. But the track days, and here's my grandson Miles, she came over to do some work on a bike several times. I've worked on a bike and I repaired it after she had a track bike accident. But she learned to do a lot of the work herself, and she's a a dedicated motorcyclist. Yeah, looks like Miles likes her. Hey, can I help you with that? Anyway, Chris, hey, all I can say is these memories, I don't know how you could put these memories in a bottle and sell them to somebody. You gotta live the life. Now, before I end these track day memory videos, this is a day we did, I think, this is Millville, and Luciano and I were in Tech, and they gave out these tickets to everybody that paid for a track day. And if they called out your number, they picked one at random, you got a free track day. Well, Luciano's number, let's say, was number 5. Mine was number 6. And we're in Tech, and we're prepping up the bikes. And, of course, he had his TZ250. It's a real race bike, a real hot bike. And he was doing all the maintenance and getting it ready and mixing fuel and everything. And they called out his number, and he didn't hear it. But luckily, I heard it, and I said, well, he was right after me. So if I'm 5, he's 6, whatever. And I ran in and told the guy, hey, wait, I'll go get my friend. And, of course, he wasn't anywhere to be found. But I did find him. And he did get a free track day out of it. So, and that's one of our best memories of this day, is knowing that he got a free track day. And the next time we went to the track, I had to pay cash. So, and pay for the gas in the van. But great memories, great. So, of course, my track days are now memories. I've retired. I've gotten rid of all the equipment I had for track days, and I know I've had the best you could possibly have in terms of fun, in terms of working on my riding skills, and it just was the best of all times. And being part of the A team back in that day, again, that was such a special thing. And I know the people in the A team, that some have moved on, and some have actually, like Bob Navola, have passed away, and also Larry has passed away, and Bob Gordon has passed away. So these memories, every day that goes by, to me, they get more priceless. And the fact that I was lucky enough to have these pictures, and for all the people that helped with shooting the pictures that are on this video, and several people did, it's not all my pictures. It just makes for a wonderful, wonderful memory that we can all share and have, and basically have forever. So thank you guys so much for watching.